Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living. Want to show you what we are working on today. This is Saturday, the weekend. If you've watched any of the previous videos, they were kind of out of sequence because it was me and the boy doing a bunch of stuff in the garden. I was out of town, and so I load a lot of videos in queue or in reserve, and then they play out as we go, and that is just for, I guess, OPSEC. You just want to be careful. I don't want a lot of people to know when I'm gone off the property. But I'm home now, and I wanted to show you. These are golden hens, and these are meat birds. They're not anything kind of special or anything like that, but they're funny. We're probably not going to eat any of these. But every one of these golden ones all hang around together, and I call them the Golden Girls. And if you watch the series on television, you'll understand the reference. But there are 3 of them here, and then one is further down there, and I'm going to show you what we're working on today. We got to go do some visiting. Going to a family reunion today. I might take you with me. It might be too dull for most people, but it is. Oh yeah, this is one of my barrier roses. People say, oh, you got to do all this and do this and this, and this is barbed wire and all kinds of stuff. Well, this is natural barbed wire, and you grow these and then train them through your fence, and you have pretty stuff. You can get the rose hips off of them for teas. You can get the leaves off for teas and for little fragrance sachets and stuff like that. And these things are fierce. I'll show you. Once you get these things going, they take care of themselves pretty much. Every now and then I will pour, as milk goes bad, protein, I will pour a gallon of milk or buttermilk into each and every one of these, and they do this. And roses love protein. Think blood meal, stuff like that. So this is what roses thrive on, and these things are in their old stage. You saw those just start to fall, but this is, I'm going to say this is called a floribunda. And you see that damn Japanese beetle, he just went to Jesus. But this is a floribunda, which is Latin for an abundance of petals, or flora, an abundance of flora. And these things are beautiful, and they're very, very fragrant. These are the roses that we try to grow. And, oh, I think you caught that. But we don't use any kind of really chemical stuff on them. Every now and then I'll spray them with tobacco water, which is something that's been around for 100 years. Tobacco, I hate to say it, guys, for those of you that chew and smoke, tobacco is a pesticide. And yeah, it is actually, you can smoke it, and in its original form, it wasn't that habit forming. But it's been modified and modified and modified to where it is highly addictive, and it's been genetically modified to be highly addictive. They take actually tobacco water and spray it on tobacco fields so it absorbs it, and it's even more addictive. But we got to work on these guys. I think 8 feet is about as high as I want this. I'll run 2 or 3 strands of barbed wire. You can see 2 all the way down the property, and then I will weave these guys through here. And I know this will not keep people that are determined to come inside away, but for your regular person, that right there is pretty dang significant. More to come. Okay guys, now we're back, and I want to show you the rose thing. It's something that I do quite a bit. You'll see roses, 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 all the way down here and down through the front and the sides and everything, rambling roses, and they are quite profound and monstrous. Would you like to climb through a bunch of that? This is nature's razor wire, and I'm going to take it, stretch it slowly over to here or here, probably the way it's growing and bending. I'll stretch it along here and weave it into it, and these things are fantastic. Like I said, this is just free security. So more to come. Hey guys, now we're back, and I want to show you, I guess this is going to be on natural barriers. And these are some of the natural barriers, yucca plants that I have dug up off the sides of the road. I probably dug up 100 and transplanted them here. They're all along here into the hedgerow. Now they're far enough off of the county road to where the spray does not affect them that much. But these are free for the picking or digging. Here in Alabama, I dig them up in the winter. And like I said, I dig up, gosh, I think I dug up 100 last time. Threw them in the back of the truck, tried to get as much root as I could, and these things are taking off and thriving. These things are monsters. And you plant them close enough to where people hesitate to come onto your property, and they go look for a property that is more convenient to get inside. Like tuberosity, it's almost time to go ahead and pull these guys because they're getting ready to spray. And the reason I know that is because I have a buddy at the county, and I just call and check and ask him, and then I give him a jar of preserves or something like that, and he lets me know when they're getting ready to do this. These right here are muscadines, wild. They're not trained or anything like that, so they won't produce yet. You really need to train them for them to do it. Poke salad. I'll do a video on poke salad one day. And again, there is the Queen Anne's lace. I showed you the tuberosity, opium lettuce, poison ivy. Poison ivy, if you're doing barrier fencing, is your friend, because people see that. Even dope heads recognize that. That right there is your friend. And I do not kill it back on certain sections of my property. Right here is where the meter man can come check the meter. Not that they do, but I do have it open and accessible to where they could come do it. I don't make it easy to where you could just lay down and hang out, but it is accessible. Now, I'm going to show you one other layer of natural barriers for your property. I love my fence, I love my barbed wire, love my concertina wire. Yes, I absolutely have some of that on the property. So, more to come. Okay guys, now we're back. How about that? Red toad hanging out in one of the French drains we dug. That's actually a pretty dang good picture. How about that? More to come. Okay guys, now we're back, and I want to show you our last natural barrier, which some people might disagree. How about that? One in the front, one in the back, and these things are handy to have. You don't have to reload them, but you got to feed them, and you got to rub their chin a lot. This is Tucker, Australian Shepherd, Blue Heeler mix, and he is a vicious pain in the butt. Hard-headed. He's a good dog though, and regardless of what my wife says. I'll show you all that out there. Those are broadleaf plantain, fantastic medicinal. I used him the other day when I got stung by a bee. That right there, it's worth $1,000 right there. Oh, excuse me. You okay? Maybe you need a moment. Maybe so. Anyway, guys, more to come. Okay, guys, now we're back, and I wanted to just kind of go over the natural barriers and stuff like that with you. It turned into this kind of video. There are some things that you would want to look at. Flowering quince. It's a horrible shrub tree that does produce a fruit that you can make into a preserve. So it has double duty. And I said duty. So you have function stacking involved there. Holly bushes, those are great. And just anything that would deter people. You want to avoid stuff that is really frothy, high, and weeping, that would give people a place to hide that would be comfortable. So you would want something with thorns. A harsh environment is what you're looking to create. So more to come. Okay, guys, so I guess we're going to wrap it up for this video. One thing you might think about, a lot of stuff is helpful as well. Geese is one thing. Quail, those are really good because they scream and holler whenever anyone comes onto the property. So you have a natural alert system. Now, these are not to replace what you have as far as deterrence, mechanical, electrical, anything like that. These are to layer on top of and go in conjunction with. So solar motion detectors, stuff like that is what you would be looking for. But anyway, guys, we're going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Just a second. You can see a picture of my ugly mug as well as my beautiful wife pop up on that side of the screen. On the other side, going to be some videos for your Indeed Your Brand of Wacky, guys. Take care of your people. Protect your property.